Good morning. This is another session of the Drama Club from home. Wishing that I could meet with all of you, whoever you are, but this is another way of doing it. What you need before we start, get yourself a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper because you'll want to write things down. You'll want to take notes because some of these activities you'll do after I sign off. Hello to my friends at Arbor Glenn. I walked by your place this morning. I waved. I don't know if any of you were looking at the windows, but I hope you're doing well. The newspapers would say you are doing well. So this time of quarantine, we just live a different way. Okay, we're going to start this morning with jokes. We always started with jokes. For the most part, the group doesn't love my jokes. We miss Mary Beth, who had the best jokes imaginable and got them from all kinds of sources and always remembered them, remembered jokes to way back. I don't remember jokes, so today's exercise is not only about telling and hearing jokes, it's about remembering jokes. I'm going to read a number of jokes. I would call them school teacher jokes. And when I finish, you're going to write down a little note to help you remember one. And then I want you to memorize it. I want you to remember it so that when you run into human beings the rest of the day, you can say, hey, I've got a joke for you, and see if you can remember it. Hard for me to remember them. Jokes go in and out of my head. Okay, school jokes. Teacher, Bunny, go to the map and find North America. Bunny walks up to the map, looks up, points, and says, here it is. And then the teacher says to the class, now, class, who discovered America? And the class says, Bunny. Teacher, Joan, why are you late? Because of the sign, says Joan. What sign, says the teacher. The one that says, school ahead, go slow. Teacher, Margot, how do you spell crocodile? Krokodal, crocodile. No, that's wrong, Margot. Well, maybe it's wrong, but you asked me how I spelled it. Teacher, Catherine, name an important thing we have today that we didn't have 100 years ago. Me, replies Catherine. Teacher, George Washington not only chopped down his father's cherry tree, but also admitted doing it. Gloria, do you know why his father didn't punish him? Because George still had an axe in his hand, says Gloria. Teacher, Tilly, tell me honestly, do you say prayers before every meal? No, sir, I don't have to. My mom's a good cook. Teacher, Maggie, your composition on my dog is exactly the same as your brother's. Did you copy his? No, teacher, it's the same dog. And finally, teacher, Beverly, what do you call a person who keeps on talking when people are no longer interested? A teacher, said Beverly. Okay, those are the jokes for today. Now remember what you're going to do with them. You're going to write a little note remembering as best you can one of those jokes. And the next human contact you have, whether it's on the phone or someone knocking the door to bring you lunch, you're going to tell them the joke as best you can remember it. And if you don't want to say, here, I'm going to tell you a joke, just tell them and they'll think you're talking nonsense. Nonsense is fine. I got a phone call from Grandma yesterday, and Grandma said she just didn't have a good night's sleep last night. She was grumpy and full of complaints about herself, about the world. So today's alphabet exploration, and by that I mean, here's the alphabet sheet. You just write down all the letters of the alphabet, and then from letters A to Z, I want you to think of everything that Grandma is complaining about today on the alphabet sheet. So, for instance, and you don't need to write these down, A is for arthritis. My arthritis hurts and I didn't sleep at all last night. B is for bursitis in my shoulder. I mean, your aches and pains can fill up much of this A to Z. Grandma, interestingly enough, when she got down to the letters Y and Z, she took a deep breath and she said, well, I guess that's plenty of complaints. Y is for the many years of life that I've been blessed with. And Z is for the zeal. And Grandma doesn't use the word zeal very much. Z is for zeal I have every day when I wake up and hear the birds and see the wonder of life before me. So you can use that Y for the years of life that I've been blessed with, and Z for the zeal with which I wake up, unless you've got another complaint for Y and Z. But I want you, when we're done now, to do your alphabet A to Z, all of your complaints, or all of Grandma's complaints. Maybe they're not things you complain about. Finally today, a song. I was thinking, had a hard time to get to sleep last night, and got into bed and I thought, what would be a song that would kind of calm me down so that maybe I would relax and go to sleep? And I've got one. It happens to be the drama club song from Arbor Glenn that we used to sing many days, not every day, but many days when I remembered. And it goes like this. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Had a little drink about an hour ago and it went right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home. I never do get that last chord right. Now, that's my song that I sing very softly so that it doesn't wake anyone else in the house. The dog barks if I wake him. When I'm trying to get to sleep at night, what's the song that you sing that really calms you down and helps you sleep? Is it Amazing Grace, or what might it be? I want you to sing it now after I sign off. And then before you take a nap today, or before you go to bed tonight, I want you to lay in bed and sing it as loud as you want, sing it as soft as you want. Just hum it if you can't think of the words. And sing yourself to sleep the way mamas used to, or babysitters used to, or grandmas used to. It's good being with you today. Bye-bye.